If I could go back in time to when I was 14, these are the things I would tell myself. There is a lot that's going to be said, so get your notepad out, guys, because it's going to be real. Everything that comes from this mouth of mine is just going to be real, authentic, and straightforward. So grab a notepad out, grab your popcorn, and let's go. First and foremost, you need a relationship with God. It doesn't matter how rich, how poor, it doesn't matter whatever you are. You're nothing without Him. I know sometimes we try our best to do things without Him, or we try to act like we did it, but the truth of the matter is you can only go for so long until you realize that there's no way out but God. But God is not also going to force you to follow Him. He'll let you make your own decisions. He'll let you do what you keep on doing. But sooner or later, you're going to have to get to know Him, because He's the one who created everything. The beautiful birds that sing each and every single morning, the wonderful crickets that chirp at night. God created everything. God created you. God loves you that much that He sent His Son to die for you. I know it's cliche. I know sometimes we don't believe it, but the truth of the matter is you can't make it without God. So always put God first in everything that you do. And wherever you go, always put Him first. Number 2, honor your parents. I know that sometimes you don't understand the things that they do or the things that they say, but guys, they're the ones who decided to have you in this world. Doesn't matter what people say that, oh, I'm self-made, or no, you're not. No, you're not. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your parents. So even when they do get on you, even when they say stuff that gets on your nerves, just respect them anyway, because guys, they're people too. They're just like you and me. They walk, they talk, they think. So don't be so hard on them when you're drowning in questions, because chances are they're probably doing the same thing. So be gentle towards them. Be grateful for each and every single day that you get to see them, because you never know when it could be your last. Always love your parents. And don't see your parents as just parents. See your parents as people, just like you. The third thing I want to pass on to you guys is to figure out what it is that brings you happiness. We live in a world where identity loss can be at an all-time high. When you're a kid, everything is carefree and at the speed of light, but as you get older, sometimes you start going through certain changes and you start wondering of who you really are or what your place in this world is. So whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you peace, focus on that. And let it not be monetary, let it not be materialistic. Let it be something that feeds your soul, not your ego. In fact, there's a video that talks about that, and I'm not going to get too much into it, but you guys can feel free to check that out. But do something that makes you happy, because at the end of the day, it is you versus you, which brings me into my next point. Everybody is always going to have something to say. But you also have a choice on whether you are going to let it affect your life or whether you're going to keep on moving on and focusing on your goals. Don't take things so personally, because chances are somebody could just be trying to help you or save you from something, or just trying to teach you something. And yet, when that happens, you're so quick to go off like a bomb. So just realize that, it's up to you. And that your life is in your hands. You get to decide how your life goes and how you live it. But you also got to be careful, because God is watching. And I don't want to say that because I'm perfect. I'm telling you guys these things based on my experience. But God sees each and every single thing that you do. And eventually, when he calls you home, he'll ask you, what did you do for me? Did you help this person? Did you do this? So be very careful of how you live your life. Number 4, be a watchful person. Pay attention to everything that you see and take it as a lesson. Because you never know when it could benefit you in the future. Okay, for example, let's say that you're going somewhere and you don't necessarily know how to get there. There is something called GPS. Punch in point A, punch in point B, and not everybody can do that as fast as some people can, which is okay. But the sooner that you educate yourself on the game of life, the more ahead you will be. And the more ahead you will thrive and prosper, because you know certain things that others don't. But also, be careful. Don't necessarily give off this persona or tell people that you know everything, because then they'll ask you a question, and if you can't answer it, then they'll just think that you're, I don't need to say the word, you guys know. So be watchful, but be silent. Silence is the best thing sometimes that you can do. There's a whole lot more I could say, but I'm gonna land the plane with this. Enjoy life while you are still here. And I know I said earlier, you have to be careful of how you live your life, which is true. But also, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Go with your friends to football games, to outings, to whatever, to whatever, Like, life is too short to be worrying about. Life is too short to be worrying, period. Like, this is probably the first phase of your life where you will be able to get to experience things and do things. So live life to the fullest. I don't care what anybody else has to say. You are only young once. These are the only times that you're going to remember. Because I got to warn you, as soon as you get older, it doesn't necessarily matter what you do, but obviously hope that you find something that brings you peace, joy, and happiness. But you're going to find out that some of the things you were doing as a teenager that you can't necessarily do as an adult. And at that point, you're pretty much going to be slaving your life away until you die. I mean, unless you have a good strategy on how you're going to, then in that case, I think you're okay. But, you know what I'm saying? Live life, okay? Don't worry about what other people think of it. Do what the fuck makes you happy, okay? Everybody is always going to have something to say. And people are going to talk shit regardless of what you say. All right? I've been wanting to get this out because this is literally all I've been thinking about. I can't even sleep because I feel this urge to tell you guys these things, because honestly, I wish somebody told me these things when I was your age. I wish I had somebody to just sit me down and tell me, hey, you know, just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be slaving your fucking life away until you die. So, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy life. And yes, you might not necessarily get to where you want to be, but at the end of the day, if you're happy with your life, then that is all that matters. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that things are going well for you right now, wherever you are. I know it's the day after Thanksgiving, and I know you guys are going Black Friday shopping, but I felt the urge again to tell you guys these things because I want you guys to get a head start on life. I want you guys to live a better life than what I did. I don't want you guys to go through these cycles of depression, of sadness, of FOMO. I want you guys to enjoy life, because the truth of the matter is we only get one. And what you do with it while you're here, how you spend your time, it's all gonna matter one day. So have fun, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what type of videos you guys want me to do for VLOGMAS, because this year I'm doing it. I didn't do it last year, but I'm gonna do my best to vlog every single day for Christmas for you guys. So let me know what type of content you want to see, and I will do my best. Love y'all.